Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another update for you for my Pandit palette. As you can see, we have grown. We are now two Pandit palettes, and also a blush. So actually we are three now, and with this guy here included. I will put it to the side because it's so reflective. That's not the best for the camera. And I also would say let's start with the eyeshadow palettes. We will start with this one here, and then we will go to the new one that I frankened myself. There is a video up on my channel where you see how I frankened this palette and also how I frankened this one. So I will link both of them down below in the description box. You can check them out if you want to. And I would say let's hop right into it. Okay, so here is the inside of my Pandit palette for this year, the Mothership 10 palette. Let's get a bit closer, just that you can see. So what we did in the frankening, I frankened this eyeshadow here, and then also these two I kind of combined into this one, and a bit of this one I put into a body lotion. And this is her in all her glory. I think that I didn't use her that much after I did the frankening, but I used her sometimes. So what I did was that, like this shade here, I have now the deeper brown in my smaller travel palette, the Tarte palette that I've seen before. I used that one more for like using the eyeshadow as a deepening shade or a liner shade. This one here, because the pan is so big, this is perfect if I use it in my hairline. What I do, I don't know, let's say once a week maybe. So I have dipped into it and I'm using up quite a lot of product when I use it in my hairline. So I think we're on a very good way with this one. Also, I could expand the pan here a bit, I think. Then this one, it's kind of the same because the pan is so big, and also because in this one here, like the one that I frankened, is a bit more sparkly now, and I tend to use this one more as a face highlighter and the other one more as an inner corner shade. So I also use this one a bit on my face, but not too much, like, I don't know, just a few times I feel like. Then I also did use my two mattes in here. I think I used them together, but like only 1 or 2 times. I was on my vacation for a week, and you know, I haven't been like heavily using this palette because of my travel palette that I kind of used a bit more. I dipped into this eyeshadow here, the Franken eyeshadow, the beautiful taupey shade that we have. I dipped into this one, I think only twice or maybe 3 times. There is a tiny dip forming right in the center here. It's a lovely shade. I know that I will get way more use out of it when it's gonna be like when I have to work again, which is like usually in the fall time. So yeah, but I still want to hit pan in it, of course, very soon. This one here I used maybe once or twice, not a lot. It's just so deep. I feel like I don't have really a use for this eyeshadow because I either use this one or this one. I don't need 2 deepening shades. This one is like this super dark charcoal shade here. And yeah, I just go for a matte eyeshadow. This one here I've only used once or twice. I enjoyed it in the look. Still, these two perform so well, but they are a bit deep. So now that I have like my transition shades in the other palette, I use this one and this one more as like deepening shades for my looks. And if I want to go super deep, I use a dark brown. Then VR Ecstasy, it's the only eyeshadow in here that I know the name of. Still so beautiful with the burgundy, almost like grape color. And then the beautiful greenish bluish shift. Love this one still, but also it's a bit deep. At the moment I'm way more into like lighter, brighter eyeshadows. This one here I've used I think once or twice. I took a little break from this one because I used it so much before. And then this one I dipped into I think 2 or 3 times. And as you can see, we need to hit pan in this one again. It is still very loose. So I hoped that the repressing and frankening process would make this a bit more durable, but it still has a ton of fallout. So it's pretty much the same as before. It's just more like a champagne-y color, which I prefer. But other than that, I use it for the same like purpose. Sometimes I top my lid shade with it to add more sparkle, and sometimes I use it to blend out eye looks. So that's where we are. We don't have anything in here. I think for the future I want to franken something else into here, but not now. Maybe we do it in August, I'm not sure. For now it's gonna stay empty, and I just want to see what I can do with this palette. So this is definitely going to be more of a focus in the next month, because I focused so much on the smaller palette this month. So yeah, that's our update for this beautiful palette here, and I think we're on a really good way. So of course my goal is still to hit pan in all the shades that don't have a pan right now. These two here I want to hit pan like earlier, kind of, because they're the original shades. This one and this one I think I will give myself a bit more time, but these two here I feel like I have to hit pan in them in the next month. It just has to happen. Now that I've took something out for frankening purposes, there's just like no argumentation why not. I just have to do it. So I think I will focus on these two in the next month, and I will keep using them as like deepening shades or whatever. I just have to use them. Now let's talk about my little Tarte palette here, where I did a very long frankening session. I hope that you've seen it, because there will be also updates from now on in this little palette. So I frankened and repressed all of these eyeshadows in here, and as you can see I was quite successful with this one. I've hit pan in this beautiful, perfect beigey transition shade. It did break again, but it broke when I used it a lot and when it got thinner and thinner. So it's a fragile shade, but even like here it broke a bit, and then it was like a bit crumbly, but I could still use the eyeshadow. When I put my brush in there, it kind of melted down to a fine powder again, and I could just use it. So I have used all of this product that is empty here. It's still not like a super natural pan, I would say, but I mean, we have it now, and I'm just continuing to use this eyeshadow as a transition shade. I love it. It's like my perfect everyday shade. This one here I also use a lot, but not as much as this one. And what I used a lot is this one actually, which I didn't think of. But this purple is so nice, so I often use like this one and then this one, and then I just didn't need this one. So that's, I feel like, why I don't have that much use on this eyeshadow, although I have been using it. But this one I fell so in love with. I think I can use up this whole pan. Yeah, because it's very thin everywhere, and I love this shade. I'm so in love with this purple. Then this beautiful Franken taupey lavender shimmer shade is absolutely stunning, and it's so intense that I just don't need that much of it. So usually I apply it with my finger, I dip into it, and it's so opaque and beautiful. I just don't, I don't need a lot of product. So that's why we haven't hit pan in here. I have a bit of a dip going, but nothing really that visible. And then here we have the super dark brown now. I frankened it with like a very blackened brown, and it's even deeper now than the dark brown in the other palette. And so I prefer having this one as when I use it as a liner or as a deepening shade. I just love that it's more blackened brown and not only brown. So yeah, I dip into this a lot. I have used it as a liner, as you can see. I have hit pan in this one. It's not super deep, but it's also not super thin. And I hope that I can use this one up until the end of the year. We will have to see. But that would be the goal. And then this one is the shade from my Sultry palette, and you can see I have a huge dip in this one. I hope it's visible. Yes, I think here. This is, it performs like a matte eyeshadow. So usually my brush has exactly this size. I dip into this one. It picks up a bit like, very, like, not crumbly, but like, it's like very softly pressed, I would say. So I pick up a lot of like, of the product actually. So, and then I put it in my outer corner to deepen it up a bit. It's like perfect for that. It's not good to like apply it with the finger onto the lid because, I don't know, because of the Frankening, whatever I did there and what I mixed together, it doesn't make it look like a metallic or anything, although it has like this kind of weird bluish, greenish sheen from some angles. It still is like visible when I use it as a matte eyeshadow, but like it's not really performing as a metallic or anything. So it's better to use it like a matte eyeshadow than anything else. And also, if I don't want to have like a bit of fallout, which it actually doesn't give. So if I just use it with my brush in the outer corner, blend them around the edges, it's totally fine. If I want to use it like in my crease or anything, then it starts to get a bit fallout. So I don't do that because it's also too deep for that for me. But I love this eyeshadow. I've used it so much already. And I've missed it so much since I've stopped using my sultry palette that much. So I think it was the perfect addition for this one here. Now let's talk about these two lighter shades. So this one is the highlighting shade from the palette, and then also mixed in is Pearl from the sultry palette. So it is a bit more sparkly, and I love it for my inner corner. As you can see, I have used quite a lot. It's very thin already. I'm definitely going to use up this one. I hope that I can hit maybe side pan until the next time, maybe even clear out a corner. We have to see. But yeah, it's like I use it almost every day in my inner corner and on my brow bone sometimes if I want to highlight it. And yeah, it's a lovely shade. But as a face highlighter, I feel like it's a bit too sparkly for me now, so I prefer the other one. And then this one here, it was like from a BH Cosmetics palette, I think from the Desert Oasis palette originally. And as you can see, I've used up so much already. I mean, I didn't have a lot left, so it was super thin. And yeah, I think this will be finished up. Maybe not next update, but the one after that, I think it won't survive any longer. So I'm pretty happy with the progress in this palette here. I took it on my vacation. I didn't do my makeup that much on my vacation. So I actually didn't use a lot of the products that I've brought with me, but it was okay. I mean, I just did what I felt like. And yeah. But I used it so much after I've gotten home. Like I use it almost every day, and on a lot of days I really only use this palette because I feel like I can have everything because I have the light shimmer in here, then this deepening shade. Like the shades are exciting but still neutral for me, and yeah, I just love them on me. I think they suit me so well, and so I use them all the time, and I think that's great for our little Pandit palette update that we now have 2 palettes to work on. I think that's pretty cool and fun. And they are really nice additions for each other. So that's our progress in here. Of course, the next goal will be to hit pan in this one, and in this one. And maybe like clear out a corner here and definitely clear out like half of this one. So that's our goals for the next time. And yeah, we will see. Then the last thing I wanted to talk about is the blush that I frankened. I haven't done it in a video. I have done it outside of a video, just more like as an experiment, and then it worked. So this is our blush. It's super thin. I hope that you can see. And I still haven't hit pan. And I feel like I use it a lot. Like I at least use it 5 to 10 times in a month, which is a lot for me. I do mix it in with lighter blushes sometimes because I feel like it can get a bit deep for me. So I love mixing it in. So maybe that's why like I just don't use that much product of this one because it is so deep. So I have to be a bit careful. But I hope that we can hit pan in it in the next month or the one after, of course. I feel like I need to see some progress. And I hope that like when I've started like hitting pan, then I hope that it will go a bit faster after that. It's still a nice blush and a nice shade, but yeah, I have to be a bit careful with it. So I will also include this one, of course, in my updates from now on. And that's all for my Pandit palette for today. I hope you enjoyed today's update and that you still like to follow along in this journey with me. Let me know what you think about my progress so far and if we can finish a lot of these eyeshadows until the end of the year. It's now the half time and yeah, I'm super excited. I think we're on a very good way. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye!